Hi, how you going? My name is Reece Sainsbury and I'm a student from Central Queensland University, and I'm here doing this video to talk to you about the topic of planned obsolescence. In this video I'll explain what this term means exactly, how it is applied in modern day engineering and designing, the advantages and disadvantages for stakeholders, and finally the overall sustainability of the theory and its applications. Now, I know what you're thinking. What is this, and what does it mean? Well, if you break the term down, it becomes much easier to understand. The word obsolescence is related to the words obsolete and obsoleteness, and when something becomes obsolete, it is finished or no longer available. So, planned obsoleteness is deliberately planning for something to become unavailable or outdated. The definition of planned obsolescence is a policy of producing consumer goods that rapidly become obsolete and so require replacing, achieved by frequent changes in design, termination of the supply of spare parts, and the use of non-durable materials. Now that the meaning of the term is clear, its applications in modern-day engineering and designing can be discussed. As the definition stated, planned obsolescence is achieved firstly by frequent changes in design, secondly the termination of the supply of spare parts, and finally the use of non-durable materials. The first point of frequent changes in design can be seen in many modern day products and is sometimes masked by companies through the label of a new, updated product. Many modern day electronics, such as mobile phones and MP3 players, are frequently being updated, giving customers a choice and desire to upgrade the product they already own. The second way planned obsolescence is achieved is through the termination of the supply of spare parts, and this can also be seen in many modern day electronics, such as televisions and printers, where if you wish to repair an outdated product, a new replacement is usually provided. Thirdly is the use of non-durable materials, and this coincides with the saying, they don't make them like they used to, which I've heard spoken by the older generations. The reasoning behind using non-durable materials in modern day is that more profit can be made through using these materials at the expense of sacrificing the durable and long-lasting reputation which the product may have previously held. Some examples I have seen are in fishing equipment, where the life cycle of, say, fishing rods isn't as long, but once the fishing rod breaks, it's cheaper to just buy a new one than try and repair it. In terms of the advantages and disadvantages, it is totally subjective, and the perspectives of both consumers and distributors are different. For distributors, planned obsolescence is beneficial in order to keep the consumers buying the new products when their existing product has been outdated or is no longer functional. Planned obsolescence is also profitable for distributors and companies, as the cost of making and replacing products is much less than building the products to last in the first place. For consumers, planned obsolescence can be seen as disadvantageous because products have a much lower lifespan than previous times. This means consumers have to fork out more money to upgrade their products, which have either been outdated, become unusable, or broken. Now, the sustainability of planned obsolescence is an interesting topic, and by using the triple bottom line, the environmental, economic, and social sustainability can be analysed. With regards to the environmental sustainability, the use of non-durable materials such as cheaper plastic materials means that there is obviously going to be more waste from products using these materials. Therefore, it is not environmentally sustainable. However, this can be managed through the appropriate collection of waste materials and disposing or recycling of them properly. In terms of the economic sustainability, distributors and manufacturing companies are the obvious winners, as they are able to spend less making products with these less durable materials, while consumers are spending money updating or upgrading their products more often. Finally, The social sustainability of planned obsolescence is subjective, with opinions varying depending on whether it is from a consumer's perspective or a manufacturer's perspective. From a manufacturer's perspective, it is a positive as consumers feel obligated or are forced to upgrade and update their products. From a consumer's perspective, the social sustainability of planned obsolescence is negative, as they are forced to spend more money more often on new products. Consumers may feel this as a negative issue, and they are given no choice but to upgrade their outdated or malfunctioning products to the manufacturer's benefit. So, this video has defined the concept of planned obsolescence and gone through the various aspects associated with it. I have explained the applications of planned obsolescence in our modern day and how it is achieved. Then the advantages and disadvantages of planned obsolescence were discussed from the perspective of the distributor or manufacturer and also the consumer. Finally, the sustainability of planned obsolescence was discussed, using the triple bottom line framework, which includes environmental, economic and social aspects. So this topic of planned obsolescence has been discussed more from a perspective from a designer or an engineer. So I hope it was helpful. Thank you for watching.